Hey guys, welcome back. You can tell by my outrageous, disgusting beard that I'm still kind of in holiday mode. It kind of feels like that. I know that most of you guys started back this month, so welcome back. Welcome, obviously, to 2019, and it's going to be one hell of a year from a Physio Inc. standpoint. To get things kicked off, and this is my promise to you guys, is that I'm going to try and keep these videos under 15 minutes, but how many times do I say that? But just to start off the year, particularly if you're a clinic owner or you're wanting to be a manager or have some sort of, I guess, senior, aspirations in if you want to own a franchise or whatnot. I mean, this is kind of the quote that I guess you can kind of resonate with, and it's, if your work is great, then that becomes your reputation, and that becomes a gateway drug to bring business into your sales funnel. So how you would interpret that is that if you love what you do and you thrive at what you do, you become obviously that's your reputation within the community itself, and that way it's a drug that brings more people, more community engagement, more awareness into your business, and that entails into your sales funnel, and in other words, in more clients that you bring in. So it's a really great quote by the man Gary. So again, welcome back to obviously Base Camp for 2019. I think obviously Jono, myself, and everyone at HQ, our goal and our promise will be to try and treat 1 million Australians nationwide as we grow to expand our network. So, and there's a lot of things that we're doing behind the scenes to try and achieve that. By the end of January this month, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we've already launched Harrington Park and Parramatta. At all locations will be universally digitally rebranded, obviously firstly starting with websites. So again, this not just benefits Physio Inc., but this benefits, when I say Physio Inc., I mean HQ, but this benefits the brand from a larger scale. It's, when people are more resonated with the brand Pink and the brand Physio Inc. and who we are and what we stand for and our language and our dialogue and whatnot, it becomes a lot easier when people are researching or finding the brand Physio Inc. So, I'm hoping to tie in these websites a little bit, having them absolutely rebranded to the end of this month, hopefully. So, look, 2019 is going to be an incredible year. We have a Loom Place, as I mentioned before, and we're really focusing on local domination of content, of reach and engagement, and subsequently, obviously, in business. So, for this month, guys, I know it's a little bit of a sporadic month in terms of people coming and going in regards to staff and whatnot, and you're kind of finding your feet, but this is all about connecting with current and new local gyms. I know most of you guys have already got your gym partnerships, so again, I'll go into a little bit of the detail in terms of how to re-engage with them, how to leverage off them and join the conversation in community, because we all know that gyms around this time of year are like, how would you say, like a bee to is to honey, like in terms of people finding new ways, in terms of starting new goals, new fitness regimes, and gyms themselves absolutely have, this is their peak period in their kind of business and marketing and their sales funnel as well. So it's important that we kind of get on top of that bandwagon. So HQ marketing initiatives. So again, guys, I encourage your licensees in particular just to have a look at that. Please clarify if you don't understand what the things we're doing from HQ perspective. So this is all about growing Physio Inc. and obviously maintaining Physio Inc. licensees, businesses, marketing, things that we need to do from our end to help your business prosper. Licensee generated email templates. Now again, you can obviously access them through clicking your templates. Obviously, if you are a Physio Inc. owned clinic, you don't have to worry about that because I do all your dirty work or dirty laundry. But again, guys, it's really important to have probably 2 emails at least for this month, so obviously around the 15th, 16th, which is in a couple of days. Touch base with all your clientele, recap on what happened in December and recap on what's going on for this month as well. And then obviously you've got your alerts, so give your patients and your clients, some much needed, awareness about your closing hours around the Australia public holiday. I believe Australia Day is on the 26th, so obviously the public holiday will be on the Monday. So just again, making sure that you deliver the comms there. We've got a lot of blog content coming out for this month. So we've got a professional writer in who I think speaks English. So we've got about 6 blogs coming in, and again, we're always going to regurgitate the blogs that our licensees and clinic managers are putting together as well. Obviously licensees, you know what you need to do from a web developing side in terms of uploading your blogs as well, but if you're a clinic manager and you've delegated or you've taken upon the task of writing that content, please forward it to me at james.d@physioinc.com.au. Can I just say as well that this is actually compulsory for everyone to partake in, obviously for this month. So it's our niche blog and video post. So again, we kind of do this once every second month. And again, it's all about just getting, nominating yourself or an employee, obviously from a Physio Inc clinic or Physio Inc licensed location. That will obviously involve creating an original, unique, compelling, about 700 to 1,000 word blog piece. And again, it's all about empowering the individual, what gets their mojo going in regards to writing content. What do they want to give their value piece on, whether it be an ACL, whether it be a sock injury, whether it be the latest research in rotation exercises. I'm being very blasé. You're the professional, so let me read what the professional has to say in that piece of content as well. So again, I'm not going to go too much into depth in terms of why we do content, but again, the quote that you should always walk away with in regards to when you from a business side of things is that content will always be king, and it's still going to be king in 2019. So remember, it's all about establishing trust, establishing expertise, engaging content across multi platforms such as social media and Instagram and on your website and whatnot. So guys, really get on top of that for today for this month as well. And again, I'll give you some instructions and strategies, guys. Like, I don't know how much I need to put in there to give you guys more, I guess, a scope of what we want to do and how you want to do it in regards to your content and creating content. Again, always feel free to touch base with me in regards to this. Your licensee task, so you guys, just for your Physio Inc licensees, we touched base on this, or we touched on, on this for December. I know December is a wacky month, and so is January in some ways, but we want you to be a community blogger. I know that obviously Tom, Kathy, and Mr. Slaviro, or Chris, I don't know why I pronounced your last name like that, but I just did. Try and write a community blog. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. It was obviously explained in December's, but again, this is just completely left field, but it has the opportunity for you guys to absolutely take your community apart in regards to, and when I say apart, I mean, this is not what any other business would even think of doing. So remember, you've got to start thinking yourself beyond, Kathy, the owner from Money and Physio. You've got to think yourself as a community influencer, someone who people look up to, someone who engage with, someone who has a high public profile within your community, and doing something like this just further evokes that. So strategy for in regards to your social media viral posts. So the strategy will be, as I touched base on in the introduction, will be about the gyms. So it's either to generate new affiliations with local personal trainers and gym owners, or publicly endorse one of your current personal trainers and gym owners through a social media viral post. So the objective is to create or re-engage online relations with personal trainers, gyms, or any other health and fitness association that you consider appropriate and relevant in your landscape. This post's purpose is to create a viral concept by encouraging your Facebook audiences within your local audience network to engage and actively participate besides brand awareness and public recognition and endorsement for your clinic. I know I've just got back from holidays, or didn't really have holidays, but I've forgotten the actual English terms and how to speak English. Look, I guess the goal is that if you already have a current personal trainer relationship with the gym or whatnot, you need to start engaging with them on their own Instagram and Facebook platforms. You need to share as much content with them, because you remember the offers that they are putting out to people. If you can comment on behalf of Kathy Tucker or Manning Physio and start engaging and really engaging in really the same audience that you're kind of trying to target through physio, I mean, it establishes a really nice rapport, nice relationship, and people can actually say, oh, well, you know, I didn't know there was a Manning Physio, or well, I didn't know there was a South Penrith Physio that's only just down the road from F45. Do you know what I mean? So from an engagement perspective, and again, if you're with a gym and you already have a gym, give them some love. All right, because it goes both ways. If you give them love, you give your own clinic, your own brand awareness on a free platform that people are going to be looking for and engaging with, particularly around this time of the month. Now, if you don't have, now again, I've given you some engagement tips for your post. Now, this is an example text for your new personal trainer gym relationship. So if you're a clinic that, you know, you've dropped the ball and you've never really had a really prosperous and vibrant relationship with the gym or a personal trainer, do this, okay? Please go through it. Please execute this for this month as well, okay? And again, we go into a little bit more of, you know, in terms of the strategy further along here. But this is really important. This is going to affect probably half of our clinics. Is the key steps to rebranding your Physio Inc. clinic on social media. I encourage you to go through that. When we are getting pretty close to launching your new website, I will create a service ticket inside IQ. I will give you guidelines. I will give you updates on where we're at and how, again, the approximate time when we're about to launch, give you some tips in terms of how to, I guess, and this goes into it as well, but how to kind of harness the, not the backlash, but just to harness, just trying to, you know, have a smooth transition from old brand to current brand, even in the digital to physical space. So on top of my IQ ticket that I'll provide to each clinic manager, I want you guys to read through this as well, because this will be all happening to every single Physio Inc. location by the end of Jan to the early of Feb. So it's really important that you stay on top of that. This is for our licensees, 17 awesome tools for social media access. So this again helps you to manage your social media, whether it become distribution, engagement, traction, whatnot. These are kind of some of the most popular applications that that I use. So for example, I use Hootsuite, which is really good. So again, it's just another thing that you can look to add to your ever listing or your ever you know, pile of applications that you use to run your business. Australia Day, hashtags, and I think that is about it. So we've got Facebook results, obviously a little bit down from the previous month, but just a new result that we are doing is that we're measuring total engagement, which is really important. So you can go from reactions to comments to shares and to total. So we actually break this up for you. So this in terms of reaction means like a like, on any of your posts as well. Then you got your comments, obviously that's pretty much straightforward, and your share. So we know what a share is when you're sharing a post. So you can see Ingadine absolutely killing it. Maddie doing quite well for this month as well in terms of December. So you can kind of see that in the blue is in the pluses, in the pinks is when you've overall, in terms of the total, that's on previous month as well. All right, guys, I'm done. It was a very sloppy January introduction for myself, so bear with me. I promise I'll be better next month. Enjoy, and I'll touch base with all you quite soon to organise phone calls. All right, see you guys. Bye.